Gordon Shedden and Gareth Howell on the front row of the grid for round 6 of the Ford Credit Fiesta Zetec Championship, and between them they've produced an awful lot of this season's activity already. Shedden takes the lead from Howell. Colin Stankham, the black car, number 1, tucks into 3rd place. He was 3rd on the grid. And right behind the orange machine is Matt Pinney as they go down the hill. Joanna Clark in 51, the white car on the outside, manages to tuck into 6th place, and they're sort of settling it down a little bit in the midfield. Down the hill they come. Shedden from Howell, and then Stankham and Pinney. We've seen some pretty exciting races already this season from the Fiestas. There was carnage at Knock Hill, some very bizarre goings on at Thruxton. And here they are in dry and sunny weather at Oulton Park, one of Britain's most challenging circuits, with all its blind brows, its uphill and downhill sections, its fast corners, and its possibilities for knocking each other off when you're going in a straight line. Quite incredible there. Richard Marsh, the man who rolls. Shedden and Howell leading the tightly packed field. You have to wonder how two drivers going in a straight line can knock each other onto opposite sides of the track and cause such carnage, but such is motor racing, perhaps. Well, there out of his car is Richard Marsh. There he is in the white machine. Now they're going in a straight line, and what happens next? They just make contact. The brake lights come on Keith Chapman's red and white car, and Richard Marsh somehow gets tangled up across the front of it, into the tyres, and over she goes. Well, Keith Chapman just had a bit of a bang on the car, but Richard Marsh very rattled there, I should think, by that little escapade. Well, a salient reminder that motor racing is not always as straightforward as it might seem. Gordon Shedden leads them away again from the restart. Gareth Howell, Colin Stankham, Matt Pinney, that's the top 4. Everybody else falling into line astern after the restart. Joanna Clark under pressure down the hill, and she's on the inside line in the white machine. Around the outside is Ben Roper. He's still hanging on there, and if she can't get back in front, he'll have the inside line coming down to the hairpin, the Foster's hairpin. And here he comes. He's on the inside, and he's got the line. So Joanna Clark has to drop back. Now she goes inside as they go up the hill, and please avoid having a roll here, boys and girls. Down the hill they come, and Gareth Howell pulling out to try and have a look past Gordon Shedden. Doesn't happen there. The battle for 5th place, 6th place as it is, in fact, continues. Roper and Clark through the Knickerbrook chicane and off up the hill. Up Clay Hill they go, under the bridge, and the run into Druids. It's a very fast right-hander, double apex corner, first one there, drift out wide, looking for a second apex. Neat and tidy line from Gordon Shedden. And the only defensive line through there is the racing line, because you certainly can't go any quicker if you're off the racing line. Gareth Howell right with him, really piling on the pressure. Colin Stankham, the black car, in 3rd place. Matt Pinney still there in 4th in the bright orange machine. And in these identical Ford Fiestas with their Zetec engines, very hard to make or lose an advantage. Joanna Clark under pressure, and she gets rubbed off on the inside. She's pulling up, in fact. After that, she was wheel to wheel there, and she has pulled over. Now, I'm not quite sure what happened there. Nick Beaumont, he's the 5th place man, and Ben Roper's right behind him. Well, Joanna Clark pulled off out of the battle just here. The number 5 machine there, Alan Blenko, trying to push the others through. Come on, guys, get on with it. He's the orange car in the middle of that little bunch. And here they come, 77, Ben Roper leading this group. Nick Beaumont behind. Then Glencoe with one wheel on the white line, locking it up under braking. And through goes Terence Clark. Blenko just a couple of inches too far over to the left-hand side of the road, braking desperately late, but a wheel on the white line was effectively doing absolutely nothing when it came to braking. Now, top 4 have broken away, haven't they? Colin Stankham under pressure there from Matt Pinney for 3rd place, and here comes the next group. Ben Roper in the pale orange car, The black car is Nick Beaumont going for 5th. And then the next couple coming through is Jason Bartella on the back of the group. So pretty static in this top 4, and that's quite unusual. Oulton Park not offering too many come to a complete standstill corners, which is where overtaking in a Fiesta really does get very exciting. But this is perhaps the best run down towards the Foster's hairpin following group. Out of the pit straight and down the hill they come. And this is the 3rd group. There's Keith Chapman, the man who was involved in that first lap roll, leading that little group. And Blenko rubs down the inside of Terence Clark to hold on to his position. He's already ahead of the yellow machine. No change in the race order. Shedden, Howell, Stankham and Pinney, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the grid. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the race, and not too much between them here either. This is a pretty static job. Gordon Shedden doing a very good job of just staying out of harm's way. Colin Stankham, the reigning champion, car number 1. Well, he's just about out of Matt Pinney's way, but not by much. Shedden controlling it all the way to the end. Matt Pinney getting quite desperate on the last lap to get past Stankham for 3rd, but failing to do so by just a 1/10 of a second.